6 payment confirmations are spread across the repair counter. In your other hand is a blue envelope with a folded trail map inside. The envelope holds the money for the one weekend you and your partner have been protecting all year. The mechanic turns the estimate toward you, $2,400. You open the credit card app. Available credit, $389. You paid the card every month. Nothing was late. The account always said current. So how can 6 payments leave almost nothing available when you finally need the card? 6 months earlier, the blue envelope was empty. Your partner had clipped a cabin reservation to the refrigerator. It was not a luxury trip, no flights, no expensive restaurants, just 2 quiet nights, a trail you had talked about for years, and one Friday in late summer circled on the calendar. That weekend mattered because ordinary life had kept taking every other one. Overtime, groceries, family errands, a car that was getting older. You had both started to wonder whether working hard was ever going to leave anything that felt like yours. The reservation was refundable until the final payment date. That made the plan feel careful, not reckless. If the envelope did not fill, you could still cancel. But your partner wrote one sentence beneath the circled Friday. 2 days that stay ours. There was one place to find the money. After the required bills, you usually had about $600 left each month. But the credit card already carried a balance of $6,800 on a $7,000 limit. The first statement asked for about $174. You paid it before breakfast. A green confirmation appeared. The account switched to current. Then you moved the other $426 into the blue envelope. For the first time, the card and the cabin seemed to fit inside the same month. Your partner took a folded trail map from a drawer, traced one of the routes with a finger, and slipped it into the envelope. The next statement asked for slightly less, not much less, barely $1, but the direction felt right. The required payment was shrinking. The account was still current, and because the minimum was smaller, a little more money went into the envelope, so you repeated the split. Another month passed, then another. At first, you opened the full statement and checked the balance. Later, the green current label became enough. You saved the confirmation, closed the app, and moved the rest of the $600 before breakfast. The third payment put the envelope above $1,200. Your partner checked the cabin photos again and wrote a short packing list on the back of the reservation. The fourth payment made the required amount fall again. The fifth put the trip close enough that you stopped speaking about it as maybe. Each payment produced the same clean proof: paid on time, no late fee, account current. Each payday made the envelope heavier. Your partner marked the Friday when the cabin balance would be due. The map inside stopped feeling like an idea and started feeling like a plan. By the 6th statement, 6 confirmations were stacked in a kitchen drawer. You had sent the card company more than $1,000. The cabin envelope held a little more than $2,570. In your mind, both parts of the plan were working. The cash would pay for the weekend, and the card, after 6 months of payments, would be there for anything unexpected. Then, on Monday morning of the cabin payment week, the transmission stopped pulling the car forward. The engine still ran, the dashboard still lit up, but pressing the accelerator only raised the sound. Your work bag was on the passenger seat when the tow truck arrived. At the shop, the mechanic explained that the transmission needed replacement. There was no smaller repair that would make the car safe for the commute. The estimate was $2,400, and the car needed to stay there. You did not reach for the blue envelope. You reached for the card. That was what 6 months of payments were supposed to have restored. The app loaded. The balance was still about $6,611. Available credit was $389. Not enough for the repair, not even close. You opened the drawer in your mind. 6 confirmations, 6 months, more than $1,000 paid. Back at home, you laid the confirmations beside the latest balance and followed the money again. The number on the statement was enough to keep the account current. It was never a finish date. Your partner holds one confirmation against the balance while you count the 6 payments again. Across 6 statements, you sent about $1,030. About $840 went to interest. The balance fell by only about $190, leaving less than $400 of the limit open. You turn the phone face down beside the blue envelope. Every card can calculate the minimum differently. This is one simplified example. The payments were real. The progress you had assigned to them was not. Your partner opened the cabin reservation on the laptop. The remaining cabin balance was due Friday. About $2,500. Then the repair invoice went beside it. $2,400. Finally, your partner took the trail map from the blue envelope and placed it between the two numbers. There was $2,570 in cash. There was $389 of room on the card. Together, those sources could repair the car. But after that, there would be only a few $100s left for a cabin bill, near $2,500. You called the shop and asked whether part of the repair could wait. It could not. You checked the work calendar. Missing the car for another week would mean rides you did not have and shifts you could not move. Your partner could cover one morning, but not 5 workdays. Renting a car would spend money without fixing the transmission or preserving the cabin. The shop offered financing. That option could keep the cabin alive. It could also place a new monthly payment beside the card balance that had just taken the old plan apart. So there was a choice. Just not the choice you thought 6 months of responsible payments had purchased. You could keep the cabin by opening another debt claim on future paychecks. Or you could cancel the cabin, repair the car with cash, and stop the loop from growing. Your partner turned the laptop toward you. The cancellation button was already on the screen. You pressed it. Then you carried the blue envelope to the repair shop and counted out $2,400. The clerk placed the financing form on the counter. You slid it back. When the car came home, the envelope held $170 and the folded map. The reservation was gone. The following payday, the next credit card statement arrived. The required amount was small again. It looked almost identical to the number that had started the entire routine. This time, you did not copy it. You sent the full $600. The next balance fell by more than $460, more than twice the principal that had disappeared during the previous 6 minimum payments combined. You took the calendar down from the refrigerator. The canceled cabin date was still circled in late summer. Farther ahead, you marked a different month. At $600 a month, the balance now had a date, about 13 payments, with the last one smaller. The date did not make the canceled weekend hurt less, but it changed what the payment was doing. 1 month later, your partner picked up the nearly empty blue envelope. We could start putting something back, came the suggestion. The card statement was on the table. The new minimum was lower than before. Sending less would have freed a little cash for the envelope immediately. Instead, you both left the $600 payment alone. That Saturday, you packed lunch at home and drove to a free trail outside town. No reservation, no hotel. The old map stayed inside the blue envelope, but the day still belonged to both of you. The next month, another $600 went to the card. Then another. The statement kept lowering the minimum. Some months, the gap between what it requested and what you sent grew wide enough to fund a night away. The blue envelope stayed almost empty anyway, but the repetition no longer preserved the same state. Each payment closed a visible distance. The calendar month you had marked came closer, while the balance lost hundreds instead of a few dollars. After the $600 payment, the balance was below $3,700. Your partner drew a small line through the halfway point, then left the calendar alone. By the 12th, the balance was about $381. The 13th statement did not ask for $600. It asked for enough to finish, about $389. You paid it. The balance became zero. From that month's $600 cushion, a little more than $200 remained. It went into the blue envelope beside the $170 left after the repair. The next payday added $600. The payday after that added another $600. For the first time, the same monthly cushion was not being divided between a debt that had no ending and a promise that could be taken away by the next repair. The envelope held more than $1,500. You and your partner did not rebook the original cabin. You found a smaller place closer to home and kept the entire weekend under $1,200. On the morning you left, the folded trail map came out of the blue envelope and went onto the dashboard. No financing form, no card waiting to absorb the difference. No future paycheck had to pay for the 2 days already happening. The minimum payment had kept the account from becoming late. The fixed payment had eventually made the money yours again. For more clear money stories, subscribe to Wealth Made Clear. This video is for general educational purposes only and is not personalized financial advice. The map finally belonged.